I have to just guess this new camera. I don't even know where I'm pointing. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Vee Vlogs. We're in Mandy. Did you hear that? My voice was like, we're in Mandy's place.
What's up?
Hanging out with the Weens.
Cause she loves it down here.
Yeah. And she, what?
What
happened?
She just farted.
Oh, okay.
All over my pillows.
Winnie. Are you a fart
Did you hear
machine?
that?
I did. No, you can't lick it. No.
It's so easy to get her hyped.
I know. So we're currently about to watch a movie. We don't know what yet. Do you know what genre you want to watch? We're having like a girls' movie night tonight.
So we should finally watch that new Netflix movie.
What movie?
The one that I've been talking about.
Oh, okay, the show. Oh, not the show.
Movie. What's it called? It has Jane the Virgin in it. Everyone knows who that is because like it's Jane.
Netflix movie?
Netflix movie. Someone Great.
Oh, but you've seen that. Do you want to watch something new and exciting?
But it's so good. Everybody who watches this, if you've seen Someone Great, comment how good that movie is and convince Jess to watch it with me. She didn't want to watch Moana, and I forced it on her, and now she loves it.
Okay, that I will admit. And Stranger Things. Because a lot of the
Exactly.
time when I first start watching something, I find it boring. And then if you really engage in it, I like it.
But all the movies I show you, you never want to watch, and then you love them. So like, why haven't you learned?
Yeah, but like,
It's such a good girls movie.
I believe you.
Have you watched the trailer for it?
No. What about like a horror movie?
No, I
Or
can't
a
watch.
thriller?
I can't watch horror movies and sleep by myself. I can't.
We're literally in the same house as you. Yeah, I know, she keeps farting.
Are you hearing these farts?
She's farting like crazy.
Has she like pooped yet?
Yeah, she pooped. She'll fart no matter how many times she poops. That's how she is, so.
This is what she.
That's
does.
just her character.
That's just what she does. She was my entire Instagram story today. What's the date today? Today is
Monday?
Monday.
Doesn't even feel like Monday. Okay, what are we gonna watch?
I just gave you it.
She keeps farting. And it wasn't until we turned the camera on too. Like she was fine, and once the camera's on, she's like, "Let me release."
The camera like
Catches it.
hears, like you're able to hear all.
Yeah, I
of them.
know. Anyways, as you can see, our horrible backyard right now.
Do you understand that when she gets old and she's gassy and she smells, she's gonna be worse than Dozer?
Probably.
Like truly,
Yeah.
she's gonna be worse than Dozer.
As she sits there and chews her new toy that Ty got her. Do you guys see how many plants my sister has?
I love my plant baby.
Plants all over there. Is that a real cactus?
Yep. And it's in a mug because I couldn't find a vase.
And I painted that. And I gave Mandy this crystal. And there's like, what are rocks or something?
Crystals and rocks that can be recharged under the full moon, which just came and passed. And
You know people can go like crazy on full moons? Like it messes with your character.
yeah, full moons are good for us.
No, not always.
Full moons are good
Sometimes
for us.
people react badly. You know the most hospital visits in the world were recorded on full moons.
But that's why it's important when there's a full moon, it's like recharging, replenish, like restarting. And if you're like in a negative headspace during a full moon, you're gonna have a negative.
But that's what I mean.
experience.
There's the most car crashes on full moons, the most like breakups.
But that's on people. Like
I know, but like why is it full moons? It's like
because as she goes through phases, so do we.
okay.
Like you have a moon tattoo. Like you need to know these things.
I have a crescent moon, not a full moon.
Yeah, I know. I do too. It's still the moon.
Okay, put something on.
But I'm playing Winnie like a drum. Oh. I think I just helped with that.
Yeah, you helped
Ew.
move it along.
Ew.
Let's see what's on Netflix. You're watching Jane the Virgin.
It's so good, Jess. You would love it. Like seriously, you would love it. Like
I don't like just comedies, you know what I
it's
mean?
not just a comedy, believe me. It's actually not. And you would love her. Like any movie that she's in now, I will watch it.
Bates Motel is so messed up. Oh my gosh.
Have you finished The Office yet?
No, because I stopped after Michael left because it's so sad.
You can't stop. You have to keep
But
going.
he's the funniest part.
No, it gets better. Trust me, it gets better.
World's best boss. Winnie, stop farting.
Ew, her rose up as she did that. Did you see that?
Oh, Win. At least they're not horribly smelly. Anyways, we're gonna spend some time picking a movie. I guess I'll pass it over to Ty because we're just indecisive right now, so.
See you once we figure out what we're watching.
Okay, we'll let you know.
Hey guys, it is the next day now and it is my turn with the camera. While Jesse and Mandy were downstairs having their girls' night, I was upstairs kind of toiling away at the guest room and just cleaning up the general area, and we have footage of what the guest room looks like, and I'll be inserting it in a little bit. But as I was editing, I realized that they were talking a lot about how the full moon affects people. It piqued my interest a little bit. So I just went and looked through just to give you guys a little bit more information on it, because I know, of course, this is what we're titling the video. But yeah, I just found a few articles online, and I know you always have to be careful when you're looking at this stuff because some of the things may not be verified completely by fact, but these are just some things that people might have just noticed, and there's still some studies that might have to be done and some studies that have been done. I'll just talk about some of the few ones that are really, really odd. Because I know a lot of people think the full moon affects humans because, as you guys probably know, at least I hope it's common knowledge, that the moon affects the tide. It affects water. Humans are 60-70% water, so it could affect us a little bit. And there's actually been some studies that have been taken for people with mental illness and how the full moon affects them. And although it's very, very slight, people with schizophrenia have actually shown a 1.8% increase. And I know it's less than 2%, so it's really not that much, but a 1.8% increase in violent and aggressive tendencies during a full moon as opposed to not during a full moon. These effects haven't really been found to show for people at least that aren't suffering from schizophrenia, at least for these studies. But there also have been some reports that are from, where is it? In Brighton, UK in 2007, and they were actually talking about on full moons there tends to be more violent crimes happening, especially with people who've been drinking. And then a few more quick ones right over here. There's also been some studies as well that the moon cycle itself actually affects people's sleep, even when people aren't aware of the cycle itself. There have been some studies that kind of contradicted themselves, but there was one with a small test group that I think they said when people had no idea what the moon cycle was, the scientists would notice that the people would have more of a disturbed sleep during a full moon, while there was other studies with larger groups that had people sleeping better on full moons. And just a few other ones that are actually kind of interesting as well is that plants apparently grow better. Although this one isn't really based on the best science in the world, some gardeners noticed that if they were to plant seeds during the first few days before a full moon, that the seeds would actually grow better than those that were planted after. Going back to how the moon affects the tide, some gardeners believe that the moon actually affects the groundwater as well. So the seeds that you plant before the full moon, groundwater rises up and actually hydrates the seeds better than after when the groundwater recedes a little bit. There's always weird things happening, at least with full moons, and I know Jesse and Mandy were talking about an increase in accidents, and I saw a little thing about the increase of motorcycle accidents, but they believe that's partly due to the moon itself, especially when it's closer to the horizon, can obscure different shadows and whatnot, so it's harder for motorcyclists to see. Fun little facts of the day, and we'll just move on to the guest room footage that I actually took, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And yeah, so we'll just show you guys that. This has been what we've been working on for the past, I don't know, it feels like forever. But we actually have a guest room now that actually can fit more than one person, because we actually upgraded up into a queen size bed instead of our little tiny double, which has been the main complaint for a lot of people, especially my parents, because knowing that they're my size, they don't really fit on a double. Got a nice mattress here, which is actually memory foam, so pretty much you sit in it and you can't really get out of it. But we originally had just one mattress underneath here that ended right there, and that wasn't enough, so we added another 4 inches right here of memory foam topper. So it's really comfortable now, it's really nice. And pretty much all the furniture in here was all delivered to us in pieces, and we had to put them together. And that's why we still have a few pieces there which are from the bed, but I had it set a little higher so we didn't need those. And then we have the furry chair, which basically looks like we hunted a werewolf and now we have it as a seat. Why is it furry? I don't really know. Guess it goes with our furry throw blanket. And yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on. We still have a little bit of setting up to do. We only have one lamp because there was supposed to be a matching one right there, but it came completely destroyed. So we're getting 2 sent to us, even though we only asked for 1 back, because since it was destroyed in delivery, they had to send us new ones. We still have a few barren walls, as you can see, where we're going to be putting a little bit of artwork. All the artwork that we're planning on putting in is just going to be kind of black and white like this. We're going to be repainting this mirror so it matches a little bit, because even though it's white, it is off-white. It doesn't really match everything. And a few little pieces here, those are going, and this needs to be filled with a few little books there. But yeah, that's what we've been working on. But yeah, we managed to get the guest room done. It's actually looking pretty good now. We're still waiting on a few more pieces to actually show up, and then it'll be 100% done. We just got to hang the pictures, and we'll actually have a room that's actually complete. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.